What's going on, guys? My name is Carrie, and today I'm going to show you 3 manufactured home upgrades you didn't even know you wanted. When you're buying a new manufactured home, you get one chance to get everything you want in the home while staying within your budget. When the home arrives, the last thing you want is to have regrets, so it's important to know what's available before you buy. Today's upgrades don't have to go into every house, but if you've got a few extra bucks kicking around in the budget, they definitely add a little something to the look and feel of the home. What I'm gonna do is show you the options, tell you what I like about them, and then at the end, we'll talk about the price. The first upgrade is pot lights in the Eaves. If you're a regular on the channel, you already know I like pot lights and making sure the home is well lit, so why not put some outside? This upgrade is perfect for anyone who likes to spend time outside all year round. Up here in Canada, it gets dark early. In the middle of winter, the sun sets between 3:30 and 4, so it's nice to have that little bit of extra light when you're coming home from work or if you happen to go out in the evening. The standard for exterior lights is to have one beside the outside doors, but what I did on this one is add another 2 pot lights on either end of the house. Not a lot, but it gets the job done. All right, I'm by the front door, and you'll notice there's 3 switches where there would normally be 2. So we've got the middle switch that controls the entry light, which is right above my head. Then we've got this one on the left. That controls the standard light you're gonna get by every exterior door on every single house. And then over here on the right, that's the upgrade. That's for the lights that are built up into the eaves on either end of the house. But to really show that off, I want to come back at night so we can really get a sense for how cool that looks. All right, it's just after 11. You can see it's dark out, so we're gonna test the outside lights. The first thing I'm gonna do is just show you the standard light, what that looks like. Then I'm gonna come back inside, I'll flick the pot lights on, and then we'll see the difference. And I realized on my way out here that almost a third of the video is on these pot lights. I haven't actually seen them yet, so I'm hoping they look good, or else this whole thing is gonna be a flop. Let's check it out. I've got the standard light on. Let's go outside, see how much it illuminates. It's a snowy night here, so that's gonna add to the effect. Okay, there we go. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's flip around and get a look from this side. Here's the view from the road as you're coming down the street. So it's actually pretty well lit. I've got one light on inside that's kind of coming through the windows, but I'm actually pretty impressed with this one light, and I'm excited to see what the pot lights are gonna do. So let's go inside, we'll turn those on. Let there be light. All right, let's go check it out. Come on, I hope it's worth it. What do we got? Look at that, there's one. There's the other. Let's go get a look from the road. 2 little lights on either end of the house, and it just looks so much more inviting when you're coming home, especially when it's pitch black like it is tonight. So I am definitely excited about how this looks, and I think you will be too, especially when you see the price for these 2 lights, because it really isn't that much at all. Boy, those are bright. Nice night here, look at that. So you got one in the middle, and then of course lights up the whole deck now. Really happy with that. There you have it, folks. The pot lights look amazing, so the show can go on. Close call. It's already well past my bedtime, so I'm heading home. Let's get out of here. The second upgrade is another one you don't necessarily need, but you're absolutely going to enjoy having. What I'm talking about is soft close hinges on the cabinet doors and the drawer slides. This is one I actually forgot I even ordered until I was doing the home tour, but I'm glad that I did. What I like about it is you can just fire any of the doors shut and the hinges catch it and slowly and quietly close the door. This is an easy, affordable upgrade that'll improve the resale of the house, which needs to be taken into consideration whenever you're buying. Even if you think you're never moving again and this is gonna be your forever house, things happen, things change, so resale absolutely needs to be a consideration whenever you buy. No jacuzzi tubs in the living room. The way I see it, you won't miss the soft closed doors if you've never had them, but if you have and you're moving into a house without them, there will be slamming doors for a week or 2 until you get used to it. The soft closed doors just make you feel special every time you close a door, and who doesn't want that? You know what? I'm putting this on my list of must-have upgrades, so get the soft close, people. You won't regret it. All right, guys, let me show you just what life is like when you've got the soft close hinges. Just kidding. Those are the regular hinges. Now let's compare. The only way to show off the soft close is going to be to close every single drawer, every single cabinet in the house. Let's do it. Last but not least, we have eaves and overhangs. This is 100% for aesthetics, so only do this if you have a little extra cheddar to throw around. With that being said, it does look cool. Usually I'll extend the eaves, but won't bother with the overhang at the back because typically nobody's gonna see it, and I just don't think it's worth the money. However, I decided to extend the overhang on the house we're looking at today because it's already kind of a different house at only 44 feet long. But on top of that, you can see the back end of the house clearly from the road, so I splurged. When you're adding eaves, keep in mind there's more to it than just the cost of the upgrade. Since you're actually extending the width by 6 inches on either side, there's a chance it's gonna cost you more in freight. So you can't just add this upgrade willy-nilly. You need to find out how much, if at all, the cost is gonna go up in freight to get the home from the factory to your lot. Then look at the price of the upgrade for the eaves, combine it together, and decide if you wanna go ahead or not. Here's what the house looks like from standing in the front yard. So the standard overhang is what comes on the front. You can see it there, and that will come on every single house. What I did was I added the same overhang to the back of the house. Since this is such a small unit and the way it sits on the lot, you can easily see the back of the house from the front when you pull in. So I just wanted it to look uniform. Normally I wouldn't do the overhang on the back, but this is kind of a special house, so I wanted to give it a special look. Now that you know a few upgrades that are available, let's talk about how much money you're gonna have to part with to get your hands on them. The 2 pot lights I got in the eaves were $108 each, for a grand total of $216. The soft close hinges on the doors were $186. The soft close drawers were $181. Now keep in mind, this is based off the exact kitchen shown. So if you're going to get a massive kitchen, it's gonna have way more drawers, way more cabinets, you're gonna have to shell out a little bit more money. The extended overhang at the back of the house was $424 for a grand total of $1,007 for all 3 upgrades that I showed today. Now keep in mind, I'm in Canada where things tend to be a little bit more expensive, so if you are south of the border, it's gonna be less, so that's good news for you. That's all I've got for today. If you enjoy manufactured home videos, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel because I've got a lot more coming. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.